Laker Nation, what's going on? How y'all feeling tonight? Y'all feel good? I feel good. I feel good, y'all. Hey, listen, we got another win tonight. And you know what I'm going to do. I got to break down the film. And that's all coming up next on the Film Room Podcast. Yes, Laker Nation. We are back at home, playing the Houston Rockets in this one, where we started off great, got off to a good start, looked good in the first. I was surprised. You know what else I was surprised at? Seeing AD in the 5. I don't know, it's like Frank Vogel is watching my podcast, listening to every word. Thank you, Vogel. You finally got on the team. Welcome to Laker Nation. Welcome to Laker Nation, Vogel. But Vogel, why weren't you doing this 5 games ago, bro? Why? We all seen it. I don't know what took Vogel so long. Vogel like keeping us in suspense or something. Vogel waited until, what is this, the 6th game? 7th game? To start AD at the 5. And all the Laker Nation and everybody on Twitter said, about time, Vogel. It's about time. Because we all seen it. We work better with AD at the 5. Somehow, you always wanted to start DJ at the 5, AD at the 4, and then eventually just slide AD in the 5. I never understood the point of that, but thank goodness we got to it early. AD started the 5 tonight, and we finally got Avery Bradley back with some run. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, Laker Nation, Avery Bradley got some run tonight. He started. He looked incredible. He was a hound. Our defense, our spacing, everything looked magnificent tonight. Who would have ever guessed that? Definitely not Vogel. Somebody finally got to Vogel and said, hey, Vogel, you know what? AD at the 5 ain't that bad. You know what else wouldn't be that bad? If you started AD at the 5. How about that? How about we try that for a change? Since you like to do it in the 4th quarter, how about we start it off that way so we can get a good start on these games? It must have been Halloween. It must have been Halloween. Frank Vogel was trick-or-treating us tonight. Oh, man. Laker Nation. I'm going to break down the footage on this one, man. It was a great game. I thought Russell Westbrook looked really good, looked really intimidating. He was attacking. His pace was great. Right? Believe it or not, he didn't turn the ball over. I mean, he may have done once or twice, but it wasn't 15 or 20. Oh, man. It was a great night. We had less turnovers than our opposing team. Who would have guessed that? It's been a rough year, Laker, already. Laker Nation, it's been a rough year, but we going to get through it. You hear me? We going to get through all the bumps and bruises on this bumpy road. But best believe there's some more bumps and bruises coming up, because we got about 16 people left to put back in the lineup. Because everybody want to be hurt this year. We got Nunn, we got THT, Trevor Ariza, Wayne Ellington. I don't know what they're going to do with Wayne Ellington. Listen, this man has dressed up. Wayne Ellington has dressed up for the last 3 games and hasn't got no run time. He might as well get some pom-poms and go out there with the cheerleaders, because they ain't going to play this dude. I don't know why. Wayne Ellington is ready to play, and every time he get dressed up to play, Vogel's like, no, not today. What in the world? I want to see Wayne Ellington. Man, listen. Gotta love you some Vogel. But anyways, Brody was in his bag tonight. He was driving. He was making his 3-ball. Of course, he put up a bank shot. But I don't know if y'all seen that first bank shot. I don't know what bank he was aiming for. But it was not a bank. It was not a credit union. Like, he missed the entire backboard. You know the foam on the side of the backboard? I think he barely hit that. What kind of bank is you going to, bro? But nah, he was he was looking good. His 3-ball was going. I didn't really see much of defense from him tonight. But offensively, he was sound. Let's go with AD at the 5. AD at the 5, I think, is going to take a little time. I think it's going to take him some time to get used to playing the 5. At least starting out the game, because Vogel don't like to do that for some reason. But he started tonight. He looked a little out of place at times. I want to say, like, he didn't know where to be or where to go or what to do. So I think that's going to take a little time, of course, if we keep at this AD at the 5 starting the game. So he didn't score that much. He was great on defense. I think what was really surprising was I only think I seen AD fall down like one time this game. One time. Can you believe that? One time AD fell down and it looked like somebody tried to break his nose or something. He was clutching at his nose. But he only fell down one time. That's impressive. Listen, a game where AD only fall down one time and Westbrook don't have like 15 turnovers is a win to me. I don't know what to say. Let's go to LeBron. LeBron looked like LeBron. You know what? I know I harp on this a lot on this podcast and talk about Father Time who. Y'all want to tell me that Father Time is undefeated and I don't see it with this guy. Year 19, he is still getting out in transition and double pumping a reverse dunk on an open court. Please tell me about Father Time. Because this dude don't even care. LeBron don't even care. Father Time who? It's year 19. He's supposed to be shooting jump shots playing about 15 minutes. And somehow, this Laker team full of veterans is still depending on LeBron to get this game going. And that's exactly what he does. He comes in and he gets this game going. He gets this team rolling and he puts it on his back like he always done every year. And he's sound. It's incredible. Now, I know what y'all thinking. MJ is the GOAT. And you know what I'm thinking. I'm thinking y'all just mad because MJ didn't look like this when he played for the Wizards. MJ did not look this good when he was playing for the Wizards. LeBron James is truly the GOAT. Year 19, double pumping reverse dunks in open court on a fast break. DeAndre Jordan led a pass that was like 5 feet in front of LeBron. LeBron catches up before a younger defender catches the ball, double pumps and reverses the dunk on him. I mean, my God. If there was ever a definition for an alien. But really, LeBron James looked great. He didn't look tired. He didn't look like the ankle was a problem after a whole grown man fell on his leg. He looked incredible. His defense was incredible. At times when our defense was slacking, he picked up the effort and we got ourselves a victory. Led by LeBron James, year 19, captain of this ball club. Let's talk about Kent Bazemore. Kent Bazemore has really been balling for this club. You know, when we need a 3-ball, he's making great shots. He is the only player on the Lakers that when he does not have the three, he will dribble in and shoot a two. Him and Carmelo Anthony. The only two players. Everybody else will stand outside that line and shoot threes all day long. Like we need them. Like every possession, we need a three. But Kent Bazemore, along with Melo, are the only two players that I have seen when they don't have the three, they will actually pump fake, get the defender in the air, dribble in, and get themselves a nice 20-footer. Hats off, bravo to you, bro. You playing basketball. I like Kent Bazemore. I think Kent Bazemore is going to be key for this ball club. Similar to how KCP was on defense, Kent Bazemore is that guy. He defends well. He's also a hound. And he's one of the main players that has picked up on our defensive schemes like right away. It's incredible. This is game 6. I think it's game 6. So imagine what he's going to be like in game 20, in game 40, in game 60. He's already picked up on the defensive schemes. He knows where he needs to be. And he hounds the guards. And he will hound the 3 and the 4 too. If Kent Bazemore is switched on the 3 and 4, he's going to hound them too. And he's going to make them make a tough shot. He's going to add that pressure. I'm rooting for Kent Bazemore. But you know, I saved one of the best for last. And that's my guy, Avery Bradley. Now I know what you're thinking. He wasn't playing with us in the sandbox. And although he didn't go to the bubble with us and win that chip, I'm sure he had his reasons. But Avery Bradley all year long that year played incredible ball. He was great on offense, great on defense. Vogel finally remembered, oh yeah, you used to play for us that year. And let him start. Rightfully so. Vogel, great job, bro. You remembered Avery Bradley was great on defense and still was great on offense. So he started tonight. So I applaud Vogel. Vogel, thank you, bro. Because Avery Bradley looked incredible tonight. Offense and defense, like I always say, difference between box score and eye test. Avery Bradley probably won't show up that much on the box score. But eye test, he was out there. You understand? He was out there. He was balling. So now let's go to our bench. And I know what you're probably thinking. Derek James, what bench? You mean Carmelo Anthony. Because Carmelo Anthony scored about 25 points of our 33 points off of the bench. That is remarkable. Carmelo Anthony came in the ball game and knocked down his first 3, and me and my pops looked at each other and like, that's how you enter a game. And ever since, he was knocking down shots. I mean, it's incredible. Carmelo Anthony's release on offense, on his jump shots, on his three-pointers, are second to none. And Carmelo Anthony started to get a lot of shine this game. And then I seen LeBron kind of pick it up. And that's exactly what I mentioned earlier in my podcast when I said, I love that we picked up Carmelo Anthony just for the sake of the fact of LeBron James picking up his game, because now you got two guys that came in the league at the same time, both in year 19. It may be less for Melo because he was out, I think, for a season. But nonetheless, year 19, and they're still competing. Because you know what? That's what competitors do. They compete with each other. And I'm sure LeBron don't like the spotlight being taken from him after he's had it since he was like 2 years old. LeBron has had the spotlight on him since he was like 2 years old. We don't have much going on in Akron, Ohio. No, but seriously, I can see the competitive nature in both of them. And it's incredible what they will do for each other going down the stretch. And thank God that he's knocking down threes, because he ain't that great on defense, and I'm sure Vogel knows it. And if he wasn't playing any offense, and if he wasn't getting a standing ovation almost every home game, I'm sure Vogel would put him to the back of the bench. Knowing Vogel. Defense, defense, defense. But Carmelo scored more than any player on our team tonight. And he gave us exactly what we needed and exactly what LeBron is missing for quite some time. Somebody to take the pressure off. You know what I mean? Picture this. You work a regular day job. You go into work every day, and Sally and Monica ain't done nothing at work. They ain't done nothing. All the paperwork is stacked up on your desk. You got to fill it out. After a while, any employee going into work like that is going to get tired of that pressure. It's too much. Y'all got a job to do too here now. Come on. I'm sure that's how LeBron feel. Every night with these guys, like, I got to get 10 assists. I got to make them make shots. I got to make my own shots. I got to get rebounds. I got to coach. I got to tell the refs what to call and what not to call. I got to complain about the call. LeBron is doing everything. So it's such a joy to see Melo come in and say, hey, bro, relax. I'll take it from here. And that's what he provides coming off the bench. Hats off, salute to you, Melo. Laker Nation welcomes you with open arms, Brody. You have been a sight for sore eyes, and it's much appreciated. So those standing ovations and all that love and respect you get when you walking in the Staples and walking out on that floor is definitely necessary. And it's definitely owed to you, bro. Now, only if you can move your legs on defense. If you could move your legs on defense, bro, you would probably be playing about 42 minutes every game. Because Vogel loves defense. Defense, defense, defense. Oh, man. Who else we got? Austin Reeves. Let's talk about Austin Reeves. Austin Reeves didn't do much tonight. He was just a body out there. Austin Reeves showed tonight that he was a rookie. But it's okay. It's the first game I've seen Austin Reeves play like a rookie, so it's okay. Because he's played in all 6. Thanks to Vogel. Who else we got? Malik Monk. Malik Monk played 18 minutes, and he didn't score a single point. He had 2 rebounds. He was 0 for 6 from the field. He was 0 for 4 from 3. Now let me tell you something about box score. Box score says Malik Monk was a -2. Though he was 0 for 6 from the field and 0 for 4 from 3, the box score won't let you know that I want to say every time, but probably 2 or 3 times when he got the ball, he had to heave a shot. Because they waited to pass to him until it was like 1.2 seconds left on the shot clock. But it don't tell you that. He had no choice but to make a bad shot. Because somebody dribbled the ball for 23 seconds and then said, Monk, shoot the ball. What? Where they do that at? DeAndre Jordan. I don't know what year it is for DeAndre Jordan, but he looked incredible. He was jumping out the gym. He played 17 minutes, scored 8 points, had 3 rebounds, 2 assists. Oh, yeah, you read that right. DeAndre Jordan had 2 assists. Woo! 1 steal, 2 blocks. He was 4 for 4 from the field, 100%. You know why? Because every basket he put in was at the rim. Every single one. Let's go up to AD. AD played 32 minutes, scored 16 points, had 13 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal, 1 block. He was 7 for 17 from the field tonight. That's 41%. And I know what you're thinking. Derrick James, don't kill him. But you know what I'm thinking? Oh, yes, I will. Because AD, for some odd reason, loves to shoot the ball. He don't care about being 100% from the field. Meaning, he don't care about being that close to the basket to get his buckets. But you know what? I think 7 of his 7 were at the bucket. Go figure. AD, some nights you just don't have it, bro. And it's okay. And it's okay to think that. And it's okay to see that. And it's okay to back your defender into the paint and get yourself some easy buckets. You deserved it, dog. You like 8 feet tall. Okay? The basket is right there. All you got to do is reach up. Okay? It ain't hard. So he was 41% from the field. He shot 1 3. It barely hit the rim. I ain't mad at him about the 3, though. He was wide open. Let's talk about LeBron James' percentage. Oh, it gets worse. LeBron James was 6 for 19 from the field. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, that's 31%. He was 0 for 6 from 3. Now I know what you're thinking. Derrick James, that's your guy. You can't kill him. And you know what I'm thinking. I don't care if he's my guy. I'm going to get him. Okay? LeBron James, I understand it's year 19. You're dunking. You're jumping. You're moving. You're grooving to the basket. I see you, bro. You look like year 16, okay? So don't give me the excuse that you want to stay outside and shoot threes all day because you're old, okay? We all can see that you're not that old, okay? Take your butt to the basket when you're 0 for 3. Maybe we wouldn't have only won by 10 points when we were up by 20-something. But he was 0 for 6 from three-point range. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, that's 0%. He was bricking left and right. I told my pops, I said, Pops, I said, you know they had a Halloween party last night. That's probably why he was off. That's probably why AD was off. Because they was up partying all night. Y'all deserve it. Enjoy your life. But enjoy your life close to the basket. Next game, enjoy your life closer to the basket, bro. Get us a win. Y'all like to leave Laker Nation all kind of emotional. You know what I mean? I'm reading tweets. I'm starting to get disinterested in the game. I'm reading tweets. Somebody said, you know what? This is the first Lakers game that I don't have to worry. I said, oh, hold on. It ain't the third quarter yet. Because sure enough, as soon as the third quarter hit, we start losing control. I don't know what happens in that third quarter. I think what happens is they go into the locker room and somebody's playing Call of Duty or 2K or something, and they all get on the sticks and they forget that they got a basketball game going on. They come out in the third and they're mad. They're mad that they got to leave from playing the video game to play a real game. I don't know what it is about this third quarter that always leaves me worried. I don't care if we're up by 40. If it's not the third quarter, I'm not counting it a W yet. You hear me? But guess what? Just like the last game, in this third quarter, we closed out well. Hats off, salute to my guys. We closed the quarter out well. We started losing control. Middle of the third, we gained composure. We started getting some stops. and we started to still knock down buckets. And we closed the quarter out well. Fourth quarter came, same thing happened. Started taking our foot off the pedal, off the gas, and they crept back in. They had guys scoring I ain't never heard of before. And what was crazy is it got me to thinking, bro, who that? Who that scoring on us like this? Where all these rockets come from? I ain't never seen these guys before. They were scoring left and right. These teams must have a team full of rookies, because I ain't never heard of some of these guys before. Only one on that team that I recognize was Eric Gordon, and I think his name is Tice, something like that. Bro, who that? But it was a hell of a victory over the Houston Rockets that no longer have anybody. There's not really much to say about this game. It was a great win. I think we played for a full 48. It's starting to come together. Laker Nation is starting to come together. We're starting to play like a team. I hear him talking on offense. I hear him talking on defense. I see less times that we are just out in no man's land on defense. And you start to see the vision come together. It's starting to turn from flashes of greatness to consistent greatness on both ends of the court, which is incredible. Because I think a few pods ago, I mentioned that it's going to take some time. That we're going to be in this for the long haul. But this is game 6. And I'm starting to see it come together, which is beautiful. We got Houston in 2 days. But you know what? I'm not really worried about this next Houston game. To be completely honest with you, I want to see what we do against OKC. Because OKC really embarrassed us. Anytime you got Magic Johnson texting or tweeting that I think this is the worst Lakers loss ever, you should be. And I know what you're thinking. All the Lakers shouldn't take that personal because they're new there. They don't know what it's like under those bright lights in Los Angeles. They haven't really felt the pressure of Staples Center yet. So they don't know. But when Magic Johnson tweets that means something. That's saying a lot. Because one of his best friends is Jenny Buss. Okay? So what he says or what he feels holds a lot of weight. But it's great that we beat up on a Houston team, on a depleted Houston team. Even if we played in Houston, most of those fans would have been Lakers fans. I think James Harden took all of the Houston fans to Brooklyn. Dwight Howard didn't play tonight after playing an incredible game the last game. Rondo didn't play. Wayne Ellington suited up, put on his good sneakers, and still didn't get any run tonight. I guess he's saving him for the big day. which I don't know what I don't know what that big day is, but I guess he's saving them. There's a lot of players that I'm anxious to see. I'm anxious to see how Kendrick Nunn is. We already know what THT is going to bring to the table. That's our guy. I'm anxious to see what Trevor Ariza brings to the table. Because Trevor Ariza told Anthony Davis, bro, you got to be the one to pick us up on defense. And you know what that tells me? Vogel Jr. Maybe he's defense. And that's what we're going to need. And anybody that's ever seen Trevor Ariza play knows that he is great on defense. And he is a long-arm defender. And he can defend at a high clip. So I can't wait to see how that looks on the floor. But I guess we're going to have to wait some more. That's really it. Not really much else. It's a great win. Not a lot of great I seen. Not a lot of good I seen. Not a lot of bad I seen. It was just even. It's like what you're supposed to do. Although some of those highlights were incredible. DeAndre Jordan's oops. Reverse dunks. I mean, that's just incredible to me. That's a difficult thing to do. To catch the ball mid-air. And some of these guards just be throwing the ball wherever. And DeAndre Jordan will go up there and get it and put it in the basket. Not only does he put it in the basket, he does it without even looking at the rim, with his back to the rim. That's pretty impressive. So there was a lot of highlights, like Melo coming in, taking control of the offense. Carmelo Anthony was 8 for 14 from the field tonight. That's 57%. He was 5 for 8 from 3. That's 62%. He was incredible, as he's been. But I don't take much from this game because it's the Houston Rockets. Their record is 1 for 5. Actually, that was our 7th game. Sorry. We're 4 for 3 now. 4 wins, 3 losses. But it wasn't much that I could really nitpick. There wasn't much that I could really say other than you can see that it's starting to kind of come together, which is a great sign. So I'm anxious to see what we do against OKC because they really embarrassed us. And after Magic Johnson sent out that tweet, like I said, it's weighted. Those words aren't just words, they're weighted. So when OKC comes into our house and you got Brody getting mad at Baisley for what he did at the end of the game, I expect there to be some furniture moving. I expect there to be smoke. And I expect us to make that a statement game and say never again. So we gonna see, Laker Nation. We will see. But listen, that's all of my time tonight. Let's go to the post-game shits.
You captain. From your perspective tonight, what was so much better than it had been prior to this?
Our communication was really good tonight. Our schemes, we followed our game plan to a T tonight. We held the team to 85 points. Besides the last quarter, we did a really, really good job. 15, 20, and 19 in the first 3 quarters. So, we were just able to, work as a unit, do what we're supposed to do. But I think our communication was very on point tonight, which helped us with a lot of our coverages where we usually have some struggles. But when we out there communicating and guys are listening to everyone and making sure that guys are talking, holding guys accountable on the defensive end. We can play really good defense, and we kind of been struggling in transition, and we were getting back, loading up, making sure guys saw several bodies and not just playing one-on-one.
This is a question for the group. You guys had a pretty decent sample size with going big in the first 6 games. How did it feel with the way you guys started with that first group, and what are the things you like about what that group was able to give you tonight?
I think getting me on the perimeter, another lob threat with DJ and Dwight. We're great defensively. Well, we can be great defensively with the rim protection and letting our guards come back and get the rebounds and push Bron, Russ, and whoever the other wing is. So it's some good components to us playing big. But there's also good components of us playing, small when I'm at the 5. So we just take it game by game. And obviously there's a matchup where they don't have a real dominant, post presence or a guy who's really dominant on the offensive boards. So we want to look at that small lineup when I'm at the 5. But it can change game by game.
Dave, I'm sorry. Kyle.
Yeah, also a question for the group. Rockets were competitive or trying to claw back in the fourth quarter. Is there any mention of what happened earlier this week in Oklahoma during that time, or did that need to be said? Was it just understood? Did that affect any way you tried to approach that last quarter of closing this out?
We didn't score the ball. We scored 20 points. We just got to do a better job of scoring. And then when you play a team like that, them guys are, everyone is looking to score. And so they're going to make shots, obviously, but we got to make sure we score too. We can't score 20 points in the fourth quarter. And then our defense kind of slipped a little bit. So that was really it. We do our job scoring, knowing that when the team is down, they have no conscience. They're gonna go out there and shoot the basketball, and against us, shots go in. So we got to be able to score as well.
LeBron, when Melo moved past Moses, you said that he just was playing with a great flow and rhythm, and it seemed like he's done that a few times since then. What about the way he fits with you and AD and the rest of the other pieces allows him to kind of make the game easy? I'm not suggesting it's an easy game to play, but he seems to be just finding himself in the right spot at the right time.
As the playmakers of this team, myself, AD, and Russ, it's our job to get our guys great looks, where all they have to do is catch and finish or catch and shoot. Try to not make them do too much, even though Melo can do a lot with the ball. Obviously, he's working off pick and rolls as well, getting to his pull-up game. But when it comes to efficiency and as far as what he's doing for our team right now, we're just trying to break down the defense, and he's finding himself, either his man is guarding him and is leaving him, or he's in a great rhythm. So he's just taking his shots and he's knocking them down. So it's definitely big for us, especially having some of our other playmakers out, having two of our snipers out as far as Wayne and TA. So Melo have definitely stepped it up from the perimeter, for our perimeter shooting.
LeBron, I'm sure you've sacrificed quite a bit on the food, sort of sweet standpoint, and I just wondered, how much candy do you allot yourself on a night like tonight? Can you go into the pumpkins of the kids? How does that work?
No, I don't even cross it. It's probably a lot of candy in the household right now. Just probably for my daughter. My boys aren't candy kids. They used to be, but I got grown men in my house now, so they don't really eat a bunch of candy. So it's probably just my daughter, and she can have it whatever she wants, obviously, but I'll stay away from it.
Hey, LeBron, at age 36, do you sometimes surprise yourself with what you're able to do, like that backwards two-handed slam dunk, and then also, Did tonight just feel like Lakers basketball, like more fun than it's felt so far this season?
No, I don't surprise myself because I know how much work I put into my craft and my body and preparing myself for the game. So I'm able to go out and do some things that other people are still questioning how I'm able to still do.
For me, the best costume. I don't remember all the costumes. You had a good one.
I think yours was good too.
That was good. I say Bron.
Yeah, AD was good. AD's costume was amazing. Yeah, so yeah.
Hey, listen, man. Y'all have been a beautiful crowd. I have been a beautiful host. My name is Derek James, and you have been listening to the Film Room Podcast. And I'm out this bit.